Yeah, you found Darkskies podcast coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. Yes, all the way from Sacramento through the Bay, through LA, all the way down to San Diego. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? We're talking the multiverse. Man, there's some crazy stuff out there, y'all, and we're gonna talk about it. Is it alternate realities, multiple universes? That makes a whole bunch of Earths. That means there's a lot to talk about. So I'm gonna give y'all a second to get yourselves ready. Got them locked. Be right back in a minute. Listening to Dark Skies podcast. Man, live from Los Angeles. And you thought, what? Yeah, it's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. We'll be back in a few minutes. Like I said, light them if you got them. Yes, it feels good, y'all. The weekend is finally here. All y'all people has been working real hard. You know how it is, trying to get this grind, make this money. Well, you know, we're surviving. And it is what it is. And it's Friday. We're here in California. And Los Angeles, to be exact. And it's another beautiful day. But we don't see the sun. It's all grimy out there. But I guess we're due for one of those. But it is what it is, y'all. In case you haven't noticed, you've found the Dark Skies podcast. And today the skies are dark. So we are doing it. But once again, I'm your host, LC Grace. Yes. Thank you. Got the entire crew. Got Mikey Nikes in the house. Jim helping out with the sound levels. Yes. Yeah, turn my applause up. Jennifer and the ones and twos helping out with the music. Got the whole squad involved. Today we're talking about the multiverse theory. Are there multiple universes? Wow. Possible? Well, with all these crazy things going on around us, I believe all things are possible, right? So we up early in the morning and we're talking crazy, right? We're talking about the multiverse theory, alternate realities, you know, many planet Earth theories. And I'm not thinking crazy when I say, you know, is it multiple universes? Because a long time ago it should be a crazy theory. Maybe something you might hear in a movie, video game, maybe something you might see in a comic book. But no, not something that you might think in current reality, right? Something that might blow your mind. But I always tell people that in order to understand the ununderstandable, you have to open your mind. And like you said, I wouldn't be able to say that because it wasn't a word. But come on, man, it's my word, ununderstandable. You look at something and be like, man, like I just can't figure this out. I mean, there's a lot of things in the world and the universe that fit under that category for me. You know, I just stare at it like, man, I just don't understand it. You know, it's ununderstandable. So, yeah, that's something that plagues me. And it's funny because it's a bunch of different theories that arrive when we start to talk multiverse. Because multiple universe, first of all, basically means that we are living in said universe, like this universe. our universe that we're currently living in. Let me break it down. Inside of our universe are, who knows, countless numbers of solar systems. Well, no, let me even go even more wider. You know, in our universe, there are countless numbers of galaxies. Now, and inside those galaxies are countless numbers of stars. And around those stars, of course, are countless numbers of solar systems. Now, that's a lot just to break down, just to get down to, our solar system. One of countless numbers of solar systems in our Milky Way galaxy, which is one of many galaxies, countless numbers of galaxies inside of our universe. So that, just a quick breakdown for you to understand, what a universe is, because we live in a universe, right? Our Milky Way galaxy is inside of a universe. And our solar system, our star, is inside of the Milky Way. So now, when we start talking multiverse theories and we start talking about the possibility of, alternate realities, it kind of take you on another level, right? It take you somewhere where you never thought you might end up going. And it's crazy because, life is full of surprises, especially as we grow as humans and we start to understand, our place in this vast universe. I mean, on this one speck of sand on this beach called the universe. Because basically that's what we are, people. We're Earth going around one star, our sun, and amongst billions of stars in our galaxy. Our galaxy just floating around. We have other galaxies, Andromeda. We have, just countless galaxies. I mean, I know they didn't name them all. Can't see them all. But we know that they exist, because of all the telescopes and all the technology that's available to the human race today versus our ancients. So, we start to understand our place, in the galaxy and our place in the universe. Well, I don't think we can comprehend our place in the universe. We just know we're in the universe. You have to have something else to judge it against. And a lot of scientists do. They judge it, our Milky Way galaxy versus the location of the Andromeda galaxy. Now, that's a different story to tell because, the multiverse theory kind of unifies so many different theories, but at the same time, it throws a lot of them out the door. But you have to be able to expand your consciousness. You can't just be closed-minded. You can't just say, the vastness of the universe is just too great to even imagine the concept of, well, it's not just this universe, it's countless more. And that's just mind-blowing because our universe is so big that, man, even if we just started exploring it now, I mean, it will take us countless lifetimes to just, I don't know, just to study our solar system and our own Milky Way and start to begin to explore and study our Milky Way as physically, as to go out there and just actually start to visit other places. Man, it would take us forever just to, know about our universe. It would take us forever to know about our galaxy. The Milky Way is pretty big. So I'm just trying to explain to you the vastness of the subject when you start to talk to multi-universe theory, because if our universe is so big, how is it possible for it to be multiple versions of, said universe? So that's real big when you think about it, man. It's big, it's huge. The concept is, it's beyond the script. But at the same time, while you sitting there trying to describe, just the vastness of just the idea of it being multiple universes, well, the theory is right there before you, and it presents itself. So, what happens next? What is your part in trying to figure out the answers to these crazy questions? Where we fit. What's our place in the world and the universe? Man, that's what I'll be saying. You need to light them if you got them. Because listening to this show, you got to open your mind, people. You got to be real, just aware of so much around you. I mean, life is about experiencing nature on all levels, even cosmic. And trust me, there's more out there in the cosmos than we have right here in, our day-to-day lives here on Earth. There's way more out there. And I just explained to you the vastness of it. So while you late on that phone bill, you just think that, somewhere out there, it's crazy, man. There could be a lot happening. So I just wanted to explain to you the vastness of the universe and the bigness of, this subject. But we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back and we're going to dig a little bit deeper. Because do multiple universes exist? Man, it's a possibility. Listening to Darkskies podcast. Man, Friday.
Rockstone was my pillow. Rockstone was my pillow.
Yeah, the man say, Rockstone was my pillow, could not find place for sleep. But them empty, we have to find food for eat. Every day we terrorize by soldiers and police. When they think them a strum and they think them a dead. From them a play cowboy and Indian and chief. From the first to the third straight of the 7th street. One thing in our mind of it jump to the base. I make it in a life and inheritance to me. Them pay off, self-employed, cannot get lay off. But the work me have, can't even get a day off. Who they want to stop me now, them find out, say them way off. Alright, so me say one by one, one by one, one by one. We stepping out of Babylon and then one by one, one by one. You king fella say I the conquering lion, lion, lion.
Rockstone was my pillow. Rockstone was my pillow. I said, Rockstone was my pillow.
Sizzla Kalonji,
Rockstone,
Steve Raga, Mali.
Help us now, take us from the slum. Never give up, matter what, strictly for your bun. Hey, Rasta, take us from the slum. Never give up, matter what, King Selassie, I bless you go. Separation is a thing, could be no harder time. Got to widen your views, gotta broaden your mind. What we find in the ghetto, nowhere else can you find. Hunger, poverty, a system so unkind. As a matter of fact, there is a
It's crazy y'all listening to Darkskies podcast. It's Friday, y'all. Get ready. Time to have some fun. In every universe.
I don't really care if you cry. I don't really shouldn't have a lie. Should've saw the way she looked me in my eyes. She said, baby, I am not afraid to die. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. Phantom, that's alright. Inside all white, like something you ride a sled down. I just want that head. My Brilliant, I'm mad. Her Brilliant, her man now. Everybody got the same swag now. Watch the way I tear it down. Stacking my bands all the way to the top, all the way to it be falling on. Every time that you leave your spot, your girlfriend call me like, come on, no. I like the way that she treat me, gon' leave you, won't leave me. I call it that Casino. She say I'm insane, yeah. I wanna blow my brain. Zaddy up the brain, yeah. Please, Zaddy make it go. I'm committed, not addicted, but it keep control. swear you fake on. Y'all ain't nigga wanna take my kid on. Red on, at the store, red on. Yeah, mess on, look, nigga, dance on. Fast car, nice car, red song. In the club, they got no ones that we won't back down. Clothes from overseas, got them racks and they all see. No, to you it's not a cheat. Oh, looking at your stacking, look your money, it all greed. Oh, I was counting that is all 20s, that's a G, bro. She say, you're the worst, you're the worst. I cannot die bigger, this my universe. I don't really care if you cry. I don't really shouldn't have a lie. Should've saw the way she looked me in my eyes. She said, baby, I am not afraid to die. Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead. Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead. Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead. Push me to the edge.
Oh, crazy. Y'all listen to the Darkskies podcast coming to you live from California. Man, we're having fun out here. Hey, it's Los Angeles, so who wouldn't? But we're getting this in early so we can get ours in. Have me a drink or two, you know what I'm saying? Remy is mine. Choice of drink. I don't know what you're drinking on today, but, you know, every once in a while you want to have a drink and kick back and put your feet up and release a little stress. It is what it is, I'm telling you. Especially when we talk about some of the things that we be talking about. Hey, I always say lie to them if you got them. But we're talking a multiverse theory. Or is it a theory? Hey, man, I don't know. Some people are saying that there's possible proof. Now, what could be proof? What could we be considered as proof? You know, what could be there to make you say, hey, man, there's multiple universes if you can't really explore the universe that you're in? Well, what do we know? Well, it's all about what you know, right? It's about what you know about the universe that you're in. The current state of that universe that you're in. That galaxy you're in, right? You got to know about that a little bit, right? How you going to know about that? Well, you gotta try to know what you can. You want to research it, right? You want to open your mind. You want to dig deep. You want to say, what's up with this galaxy we live in, this vast universe, this galaxy, though, we're in the Milky Way, right? That's the first thing you want to kind of figure out. Hey, did they name did they name the galaxy we're living in? Well, yes, it's the Milky Way. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we got the Milky Way. Well, now, well, it's just one star. The Milky Way is big, One star. We got a star. And that's our sun. And we need to concentrate on our sun. Okay, then we need to concentrate on our sun. And we need to concentrate on the current state of the sun. Oh, is that too much? Oh, okay. But then let's just concentrate on just the planets in our solar system. We got planets in our solar system. Let's go and send, a couple of rovers up and check out Mars. See what happened there. They're kind of tragic. Let's send some people up to the moon. See what happened there. Looks kind of tragic. When you start to see evidence of tragic nature, it could be very violent. So then the first thing you start to thinking is, it's important for us to become spacefaring. And I'm not just talking about, just flying out there in a rocket and just heading out there in all directions and just thinking you're going to find something and hope to survive. No. You got to go out there with a plan. You got to be strategic. But anyway, I'm just talking about just the exploration of just the solar system. So all of this is important because you have to have a vast understanding of what's happening around you, not just in space, but here on Earth. And everywhere, all your living environment, everything about your living environment should be understood to the highest nature because you are a creature that can understand things to the highest nature. So you should use that power, to ensure your survival. And that's what I'm talking about, ensuring the survival of the human species. But what if there wasn't just one human species? What if there was countless numbers of human species existing all at the same time? That would be amazing. You know, how many versions of you or me, could possibly exist? You know, if there's countless number of versions of the universe, you know, in this universe, hey, we went right. In that universe, you went left. The whole thing about it is universe, quantum thinking, quantum computing, all of these things, multiverse theories. This is not something new. I'm not talking about something, just a brand new theory that just came out. Oh my God, we're talking about multiverse theory, and it is incredible. People are blown away by just the theory. No, these people, there are scientists that are actually studying, the multiverse theory. And a lot of scientists believe that, there are multiple realities, alternate realities that go along with these multiple universes. Because, this is the reality in this universe we're living in, right? We waking up every day, we going to work, you know. You look up at the store that you buy your coffee at and it says Starbucks coffee. But what if I told you in an alternate reality or a multiple universe, another universe, that same company that opened up and called itself Starbucks Coffee, I decided to just call itself Starbucks because Starbucks Coffee was far too long, way too expensive to put that many letters on so many buildings. To be cost efficient, we're just going to call ourselves Starbucks. And that's going to be our name on all our logos. That's going to be the name on all of our venues, all of our advertisements. Our commercial come on, it's going to say Starbucks. Because we don't want to have Starbucks coffee. That's way too many letters. Even when I'm handing you your check, it's just too much printing on the check. I just wanted to say Starbucks. It makes sense. I'm innovative because I'm selling coffee. So I'm trying to save money. I'm not trying to open up and go bankrupt because I got too many letters on my building. Every time I open up a building, I got to come up with all these letters. Every time, I print something on a cup, I got to pay for more letters. Nah, that's not cost efficient. I wouldn't do that. So, in another universe, let's say Starbucks was more cost efficient and just called themselves Starbucks. That's incredible, huh? But not possible. But why is it possible for Starbucks coffee to be Starbucks coffee if Starbucks couldn't just be Starbucks in a different universe? Same timeline, existing on the same plane of existence at the same time is crazy. But alternate, not the same. How could it be so many different Earths? Earth, let's say on our Earth here, South America. It's not really South America. you know, let's say in another universe, South America was actually underneath North America. Well, it made sense to call it South America. All I'm saying, y'all, is that possibilities, clues. Clues would exist. Clues would exist to let you know that, what if this was that? What if I used to buy a cup of noodles all my life, eating them, in front of the TV while watching He-Man or G.I. Joe with my cup of noodles? What if in another universe, cup of noodles said, I don't like that. Drop the F. We're going to be called cup of noodles. What if Captain Crunch wasn't a captain? What if he was captain? Captain. That's what he is. He captain. Now, just to try to make sense. Just to make sense. Make sense of the senseless. That's what we do here, right? Shine light in dark places. But for real, though, think about it. You know, what if in one universe I made the Wizard of Oz? And in my Wizard of Oz, I felt like my scarecrow needed a gun. Thought it might make it more interesting. You know, because, you know, he's scary. There's a lot of stuff happening. He doesn't have a brain. So, at the very least, we need to give him something to defend himself. So, why not give him a pistol? He'd have the only pistol in Oz. I don't know, man. It's an incredible, incredible, incredible experience when you start to experience life on a quantum level. But it is what it is. But I tell y'all one thing. We will make it right. You listening to Dark Skies podcast coming to you live Friday, man. And from Los Angeles, California. Hey, you're in the right place. Thanks for joining us. We're going to take a quick break and be right back. Oh, man. Multiple universes. Man, I wonder if we came back into the other universe.
Separation just not easy. The wicked slave resisting. Oh, yeah, you gotta fight for yourself. People having it hard, believe me. No love for the poor and needy. Lift up your head, do your best. Yes, you gotta make it right. Doesn't matter how them a fight. Yes, you gotta make it right. Yes, you gotta shine that light. Yes, you gotta make it right. Doesn't matter how them a fight. Yes, you gotta make it right. Yes, you gotta shine that light. Slavery was so bad. Everybody knew. Gosh, it make me sad. Just to how the youth to grow. Mommy ain't got no smile on her face because the gunshots of love, such a volatile place. Yes, we gotta make it right. Doesn't matter how them a fight. Yes, we gotta make it right. Yes, you gotta shine that light. Yes, we gotta make it right. Doesn't matter how them a fight. Yes, you gotta make it right. Shine your light. World of government, see they don't care. Members of House of Parliament, and the 60 men fail. Seems the dollar die. There's no jobs around. We're fighting I and I, but I got to stand my ground. Yes, you gotta make it right. Doesn't matter how them a fight. Yes, you gotta make it right. Children, shine your light. Yes, you gotta make it right. Doesn't matter how them a fight. Yes, you gotta make it right. Yes, you gotta shine your light. Separation just not easy. Wicked slave resisting. Oh, yeah, you gotta fight for yourself. People having it hard, believe me. No love for the poor and needy. Lift up your head, do your best. Yes, you gotta make it right. Doesn't matter how them a fight. Yes, you gotta make it right. Yes, you gotta shine that light. Yes, you gotta make it right. Doesn't matter how them a fight. Yes, you gotta make it right. Yes, you gotta shine that light. Slavery was so bad. Everybody knew. Gosh, it make me sad. Just to how the youth to grow. Mommy ain't got no smile on her face because the gunshots of
teachings, like the teachings of the great Osiris, voices of heavens reach down to man. Well, probably not that deep today. Today is just us gathering here in this place and time, in this universe. And talking about other universes. It's so incredible just to gather up the incredible minds that are on this planet. And I tell you one thing, we are the enlightened. We are the ones that can comprehend. We are the ones that can look beyond and see the light through the darkness. Yeah, and not get too confused. But when we do, we gather together and we talk. We conversate. We share ideas. Because that's what we do in this community. So trying to understand multiple universes is not too big of a challenge. To be honest with you, when you open your mind and you start to quantum think and you think about so many different levels of existence, yes, possibilities of so many things start to open up. I mean, our ancestors knew things that we would never know, or maybe we will know. Matter of fact, I take that back. To reobtain the knowledge that was once gained is not an impossibility, especially for a quantum thinker. Now, we think of time on a different level. We think about the universe on a different level. We think about, the Earth, galaxies. We think about our place in all of this differently. Because you have to understand multiple universes, and to be able to transcend these universes or realities, first you must understand the reality that you're in. So if you ever do change reality, then you'll notice the changes. But if you never knew that Fruit Loops was actually Fruit Loops, then you won't mind buying a box of Fruit Loops. And I know it sounds ridiculous, because it is ridiculous, to a ridiculous thinker. But to a quantum thinker, you see differences and you understand, okay, well, if you're a quantum level thinker, you say, well, what causes these differences and what differences are there? And then you start exploring the differences, and then you start to make notes and you start to make a list. Now, that list becomes so large that you can't keep up with it, and then it often changes. Now you think you're seeing evidence of not just a multiple dimensional shift, but you're thinking that it's currently happening on a time scale of unknown rhythm. So possible that not just you could be in one reality, but you could be existing in multiple realities at the same time. Now, is that possible? Who knows? But what could account for some things that we see that we can't understand, or that we can't comprehend, because it doesn't seem to, it shouldn't be there, or we can't explain why it was built, or when it was built, or what is this? So many structures, y'all. I just did a show last week on the airfields popping up, who build abandoned airfields in the middle of nowhere, for what purpose? So that's just, one of so many, many different mysteries, and they've had mysteries as far as back as like Atlantis. Once it was here, now it's gone. Said to have sunk under the ocean, which looks to be 50% of the planet, when it used to only be 2/3. So it's just mind-boggling when you start to, gather information, and you figure out that, hey, I'm gathering information not from just one universe, but from an alternate universe, because the information I gathered in the past don't match the information of the past now. And then it starts to become real confusing if you don't open your mind to the possibility of it being multiple solutions. And it is. That's what it is. It's multiple solutions to the same equation. And that gets real complicated. It starts to break down into, okay, if I get an equation and I come out with an answer, well, that answer is correct to me because I followed all the rules and the answer is correct. Now, the answer is not correct because this reality, the rules have changed. So there you have it. It's like trying to come up with ideas to explain the unexplainable. And we do well by it. But some of the smartest people are over at CERN, so they're working on the exact same thing that we're working on. But they got big, giant hadron colliders and molecular researchers and have mass funding. But, you can still study these things on a level of spiritual, mental, and just sometimes common sense. But anyway, they're a lot closer than we are to actually, accessing and proving for a fact, the existence of not just this universe exists, but many, many more. And with each of these universes, alternate realities. And that alone is amazing. So, like I said, we're deep for Friday, huh? God, we're going to take another break and we're going to come back and, man, we're talking multiple universes, multiple realities, and, man, what does it all mean? Listening to Darkskies podcast live from Los Angeles, California, from the Bay to L.A.
My people, they pray for blessing, for better living. I am feeling good tonight. This thing got me thanking God for life. I can't explain. I can't explain.
Are you feeling good tonight? This thing got me thanking God for life. I just can't explain. I can't explain, no.
Yeah, look, it's gonna be a long, long time before we stop. Boy, they better know who made the scene pop. All I ever needed was a chance to get the team hot. Only thing I fear is a headshot or a screenshot. Pre-me, them a pre-me. You know they only call me when they need me. I never go anywhere, they never see me. I'm the type to take it easy. I took girls in the very first text I sent. I don't beg no lovers, I don't beg no friends. If you wanna link, we can link right now. Skeppy with some Drake, it's a ting right now. Are you feeling good tonight?
This thing got me thanking God for life. I can't explain. I can't explain.
When I was in school, being African was a diss. Sounds like you need help saying my surname, miss. Try to communicate, but every day is like another episode of Everybody Hates Chris. Ever since mum said, son, you are a king, I feel like Floyd when I'm stepping into the ring. Just spoke to the boy, said he's flying in with a ting. We're touching the road to celebrate another win. We're going in. Why am I repping these ends, man? I don't know. The government played roulette with my postcode. All I know is it's where my people, them are suffering. I've seen it before, narrate the story as it unfolds. Dad certified the settings and my mum knows. My mind full of more bullets than your gun holds. Now I got the paintings in the front row, saying Skeppy, come home, baby, come home. Yeah, I love the sun, but I respect the rain. Look forward to good times, can't forget the in school with the £10 shoes, white socks, jack ups, and the pepper grains. Said they're gonna respect me for my ambition. Rest in peace, my niggas that are missing. I had to tell my story cause they'd rather show you black kids with flies on their faces on the television.
I am feeling good tonight. This thing got me thanking God for life. Oh, I can't explain. I can't explain. Yeah. I am feeling good tonight. This thing got me thanking God for life. I can't explain. I can't explain.
Yeah, you're listening to the first universal dimensional podcast ever. Darkskies, man. I mean, universal. Multi-universal. Is that a word? It is now. We're a multi-universal podcast. But for real though, y'all, we trying to think on a quantum level. We're trying to think of all possibilities at the exact same time. You know, we're trying to open our minds. We're trying to think of all possibilities. And one of the possibilities we're talking about today is multiple possibilities. Talking multi-dimensions, multi-universes, multiple realities. Because I'm telling you, for every multiple universe, there has to be a reality in it, right? Because there's one here. Unless there's a universe with no realities. And then that would be pretty cool, I guess. I wonder what that would be like. But anyway, we have a reality in this universe, and we're living in it right now. In this reality, we are live from Los Angeles. And it's Friday. We're relaxing. We're taking it easy. It's a mellow morning, y'all. The sun is not even out. I mean, it's a haze. So it's appropriate for us to be dark skies in the morning. But alternate realities, y'all. You know, you have things like the mandela-effect. You have time skips. You have skips and what do they call them? Glitches in the matrix. Glimpses into other dimensions. All these different things, you know, people, you know, try to use to relate to the possibility of it maybe just multiple universes. You know, every night we go to sleep. Have you ever wondered why, you know, in the human condition that we have to sleep 8 hours a day? And how many hours is in a day, people? It's 24. Now, I'm doing simple math for you. Now, if you get 8 out of 24, that's 1/3. So 1/3 of the day, you have to be asleep. You know, that's 2/3 saying, you know, you need to go work, right? 8 hours a day at work, because you got to make your 40 hours of the week. Now, I'm just doing simple math for y'all, because I'm a quantum thinker. Now, I'm look at it like this. If you got to work 8 hours out of the day, you have to sleep 8 hours out of the day. That's 2/3 of the day. At least 8 hours. That means you have 1/3 of the day to get everything you have to get done, to prepare for your day, get to where you need to get back from where you went, you know, handle your nourishment, you know, clean yourself, clean your surroundings, take care of your loved ones. How much of that time will you devote to the universe? Very little, huh? So distracted you are. No wonder you never look up. You know, the world's so designed to hold you back. Can't hold me back. I'm a universal thinker. I look at the universe, the stars, the sky, And still I work. Still I have bills. I have the pressures of life, pressures of the current reality. But as a quantum thinker, I know reality can change in an instant. You know, it was once said that chance favors the prepared mind. So I spent my entire life preparing my mind for a chance. And I often encourage people to do the same because, for real, if you don't have a mind, you just become lost and definitely ready to believe anything without questioning anything. You know, you just want to get through that moment. You know, you live a moment to moment, day to day, week to week. You know, while some of us is living from universe to universe. Oh man, it's so beautiful. When you open your mind and you just think about the vast possibilities. Oh, so many bad decisions I've made. Some good decisions. Some say it balances out in the end. Who knows? Who knows when it really ends? Because all of those things become in question when you start to open your mind and you start to understand the state of consciousness, the state of the universe, the state of the galaxy, solar system, the earth, humans' consciousness, and so forth. And then you say, oh, my bills are late. That they are. And fate is late. You know, I tell you one thing. I believe in something called human evolution. I believe that, you know, some humans will evolve. Now, I don't know if evolution pick and choose which humans evolve and which ones don't. Or if all evolve at once. Who knows? But I do know it's almost like a survival instinct. It's almost like, you know, this is what's necessary for the species to continue. So I think that all of us quantum thinkers and us people who are trying to figure out, you know, where we came from, why we here, you know, what's our place in all of this? What part do we play? You know, is this truly random? Or is it a part of God's plan? You know, created, intelligent design. You know, all of those things, you know, fit into, you know, the spectrum of understanding, you know, universal thinking. But I don't know, man. We get deep sometimes we get up there. But one thing for certain, we always try to stay grounded. But what we do is, as we gather all this stuff, we feel free with sharing it, talking, sparking discussion, hoping others can add intelligent input. And I don't really care about, you know, not seeing everything, because I believe that seeing everything probably was not meant for me. I don't know if y'all understand what it's like to see things that everybody else don't see, and then try to get other people to see what you see, but they don't see it, and how frustrating that could be. So if you're seeing everything and you're trying to tell everybody what you're seeing and everybody's not seeing it, well, you have a pretty frustrating life. And no, that's not for me. So what I do is I spark discussion, me and my team. We research this stuff and we try to bring it to you. And we hope that, you know, y'all do something with it and then bring it back and give us more. And we'll take it and use it for our research and gain more knowledge, and we'll bring it back and we'll spark more information and discussion. You know, it's best way to come to a consensus. You know, I don't want to never be standing on a podium, you know, to feed knowledge to listeners or parishioners or people who just want to learn. I don't want to be that kind of teacher. I'd rather be a teacher of teachers. You know, that's all gather the knowledge together. Now, we all got a part to play. It's just up to us to figure out what that part is. Can we figure it out? I don't know, man. But we will try. We will try. Because to be honest with you, I think we'd be a fool not to try. Just in my spirit, I'm just curious, and my curiosity makes me, driven to understand what seems to be the ununderstandable. I'm sorry, I have to keep using that word because I don't have another word to describe, all of these crazy things that I have been exposed to and continue to be exposed to. And it looks like I will have a lot more exposure coming in the future. So, man, I accept my path, my destiny, and, my team is strong. Darkskies podcast, committed to the community of researchers. Well, I try not to get too up or too down because it's a lot of information to take in. So that's what makes it fun. And then sometimes you just have to, stop, breathe, relax, and, just think about all the stuff that that we've just talked about. Or that, some people actually take notes or download the show, and all of those is possible, because we're on Spreaker.com and the show's on demand. So when you do, or if you do, happen to miss the show live, the show is always available on demand. So Spreaker.com, Darkskies podcast. And also you can download the show for free. That's beautiful. But, man, we're on so many platforms. I mean, the world has been good to us. I mean, we're on YouTube, and YouTube is wonderful to us. We also have links on Twitter, Facebook, and Google.com. We also have connections. We have people that hit us up always on the emails, and I get messages also. Mikey get messages. Mine is lcgrace at yahoo.com. Quite simple. That's why people find me quite easily. And we're also on iHeart Radio. So, I don't know, man. It's just, it's incredible how far we've come and, how many things we've seen when it comes to these files and some of these things that we get. It just makes me think that, we have an important part to play because I don't believe nothing happens randomly. I don't believe, all the information that I've been, exposed to, all the things that I've seen with my eyes, all the things that I've experienced with my body, my soul, all the changes I've seen and experienced. And, that's why it encourages me to talk. That's why I'm so motivated, to, be the best I can. When it comes to all of these podcasts, delivering the information, many nights of reading, going to different websites, and Mikey be handing me files, so they print out stuff and I read it. Then I take the stuff that I read and I research it further. And it comes from everywhere. I mean, you'll be surprised. So there's not just one source. We don't have one source. That's why I say we're a community of researchers, because it's not just coming from one place. It's coming from a lot of different places. So we're enjoying what's happening, and we're going to keep moving forward. And I just want to thank y'all for joining us and continuing to listen. And like I said, it's Friday. I'm your host, LC Grace. Mikey Knights in the building. Jennifer on the rising too. And we're finna get ready to go eat some lunch. And hey, it's Friday, so we're going to enjoy our Friday. We want y'all to do the same. And we'll be back real soon, as in tonight. I don't know, y'all. It's fun what we do, so we're going to keep doing it. So as long as y'all keep listening, downloading, gives us a reason to keep bringing it. Let's become quantum thinkers together. How many worlds can we save? Not just one world, huh? If we save this world, would it save all the worlds? Then there's a whole bunch of multi-universal theories. But we have fun talking about it. Anyway, I'm gonna get ready, put some food in my belly. Whole team hungry, and they talking over there too, so they talking some good food. So I'm gonna get over there and get involved in the conversation. Thanks for joining us. Listen to Darkskies podcast. Live from Los Angeles. Hey, we'll be back, y'all.